And he came out and went, as usual, to the Mount of Olives. And his disciples also followed him. To the Mount of Olives, the Garden of Gethsemane. Sometimes when I write, the power and emotion of the story overwhelm me. I am a physician, a man of science, and yet the drama grips me. The scene is so striking. Jesus is praying in the garden, torn between his dread of death and his commitment to God. Even as he prays for deliverance, he knows that one of his own has gone to betray him. The other disciples, still puzzled by Jesus' words of doom, are exhausted and fight to stay awake. And then, just over the next hill, there's a procession of torches and swords as they come to arrest Jesus. Soon they will set into motion the hellish ordeal of a humiliating trial and a slow, torturous death.
Come, go to Gethsemane. I will take you there with me. Stay awake with me. Stay alert and pray with me. Pray that we will stand the test.
All we need is peace and rest. We will pray as evening comes. God's will be done.
Father, take this cup from me. It is more than I can bear. Must it be my destiny to die in shame and suffering? Still, I am your son. Your will be done. Your will be done. Your will be done. My friends, do you not understand? Look, the betrayer is at hand. Your will be done. Your will be done.
We will fight, we will.
Your will be done. Your will be done. Your will be done. But no, put your sword down. May the Father's will be done. May the Father's will be done.
Why did Jesus have to suffer so throughout his life? Is it inevitable that one who is courageous enough to stand for what is right, who lives in truth and love, must be persecuted by this cruel and corrupt world? Truth threatens, and love challenges, but both are vulnerable.
He was born into a kingdom ruled by cruelty.
After questioning and beating Jesus most of the night, they finally took him to trial. I am still shocked by the rage of evil power that exploded on him. Even Pilate, the Judean ruler, was appalled by what they were doing to this innocent man. Pilate was ready to set Jesus free, but the crowd was relentless in its cry for his execution. Over and over, crucify! 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 Crucify!
Now crucify him! Crucify! Crucify! Crucify him! Now crucify him!
What has he done that he should die?
Crucify! Crucify him! Now crucify him!
You choose to kill him, not I.
Crucify! Crucify him! Now crucify him!
His blood shall not be on my hands.
Let his blood be on us and all our children. Let him die, let him be crucified. Crucify, crucify, crucify him. Now crucify him.
Barabbas or Jesus, you decide.
Crucify, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas.
One shall live, the other man shall die.
Crucify, give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas.
Why should I free a man like that?
Set him free and save the cross for Jesus. Let him die, let him be crucified.
What has he done that he should die?
Crucify, crucify, crucify. Give us Barabbas, Barabbas, Barabbas.
You choose to kill him, not I.
Crucify, crucify, crucify. Give us Barabbas, Barabbas, Barabbas. Crucify, 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 crucify. Give us Barabbas, Barabbas, Barabbas. Crucify, 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 crucify. Give us Barabbas, Barabbas, Barabbas.
Stop! Take him, he's yours to crucify.
Crucify him, 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 crucify him.
As a physician, when I consider the act of crucifixion and what it does to the human body, I am ashamed to be part of the same human race that invented it. The cruelty of the cross is unbelievable. The tearing of the flesh, the exposure, the dehydration, the suffocating pressure on the lungs. How? How could they inflict this kind of suffering on a man who had shown such extraordinary compassion to this world? I'm still amazed Jesus didn't fight back. He could raise people from the dead. Surely he could strike these people down. But Jesus didn't seek revenge. Instead, he did a miraculous thing that is still hard for me to fathom. He prayed for them. From the very cross on which they nailed him, Jesus prayed for his tormentors. Such an act of love is far beyond this world. It is a love that touches the depths of my soul.
Forgive them, they know not what they do.
the soldiers led him into the palace, and they called together the whole court, and they clothed him in purple, and after twisting some thorns into a crown, they put it on him. And they began to salute him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" They struck him on the head with a reed, and spat upon him, and knelt down and bowed before him. And after they mocked him, they took off the purple and put his own clothes on him, and led him out to crucify him. And they brought him to the place Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. And they crucified him and divided his garments among them, casting lots to see what each one should take. And those who passed by hurled insults at him, wagging their heads and saying, "Ha! You who would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself and come down from the cross." And Jesus cried with a loud voice and breathed his last.
Jesus Christ, the treasure, love beyond all measure. How could you forgive the pain and cruelty that you bore? From the cross you showed us the miracle of grace. Lord, we stand in reverence of the life you gave to come to save the world. Lord, you come as Savior, full of love and favor. Who could ever stand before your throne without your grace? As we are forgiven, so let us live to sing, lifting high our voices as we worship you in gratitude and praise. We bring gratitude and praise.
Sometimes death can be a blessing. One of the few who stayed until they lowered Jesus down from the cross was his mother, Mary. It had been torture to stay and watch her son suffer so. But now his suffering was over, and though her heart was breaking, she must have felt a sense of relief.
Ah, my precious Jesus, now your suffering's over. Poor and tortured body, now it's time to rest. Why were they so angry? Love was turned to hating. How could they kill you, steal your life away?
Soon it
tortured body. Now it's time to rest. Now it's time to rest. It's time to rest.
And the women saw the tomb and how the body was laid in it. And they went home and prepared spices and perfumes. But they rested on the Sabbath. Lord God, your will is a mystery, that you would become a man and subject yourself to the cruelties of this world, to demonstrate your love for us. Have mercy on me, for I am not worthy to even set my pen to the telling of this story. Still, through your death, you give us life. Through your grace, you make us whole. And by your strength, I will never turn from telling the story of your deep and holy love. With every breath I take, through every day I live, let me be a witness of this story of your heavenly love. I am exhausted from this writing, as though I had actually lived through this story. I'll continue tomorrow. It is time to rest. I could not sleep in peace if the story ended at the tomb. I would not give my life to its telling. But tonight I rest in the assurance that tomorrow belongs to the Lord. I rejoice in the glorious things I have yet to tell. The miracle of an empty tomb, the wonders of Jesus' resurrection, and his appearance to the people on earth. Then there are the glorious eyewitness accounts of Christ ascending into heaven right before their eyes. Now I travel with the Apostle Paul and see mighty wonders with my own eyes. There is so much more to be written as I continue to record the acts of the apostles. Each day is an adventure as we take the story of Christ to the ends of the earth. I have been faithful in recording all these things, and now I place them in your hands. What will you do with this story?
I invite you to stand as you